guys, welcome to the Twin Diaries. Just want to come in and film a intro to this vlog because I didn't on either one of these days, or actually today, but it's about me when I got my eyebrows microbladed, but then also talking about my nursing school orientation and what that was like. Still didn't get much info, but we'll talk more about that in the video. So if you want to see my microblading experience and nursing orientation, then keep on watching. Bye guys. By the way, this is Sana, not Shauna. Subscribe and thrive. So I finished with not finished with my orientation. We're on break and now we're at Chick-fil-A. Veggie wrap. And today's my cheat day, so we're cheat meal, so I'm gonna have fries. Our coffee. So we just went to Chick-fil-A to have lunch because they sent us on break for orientation, and now we're heading back to the school. And we got there at 7:45. It was a lot of talking. Well, us listening, them talking. And then they had like a segment where we can ask like nursing students that are in the program currently, like level 2 and level 3. So they can talk to us about like
their experiences.
Yeah, their experiences, and we can ask them questions. So it was good. A lot of information. Also, I want to say sorry that I didn't like record in orientation, like be able to show more, but it was like so many people and I feel like I was going to get called out if I was like trying to record something. So yeah, one of the professors that came and also spoke was saying that she has now her doctorate in nursing, or she'll have it in 3 weeks, but she was saying that she did the same route where she did VM first. And she was like, that was the absolute hardest program that she did out of all, like the BSM program that she did, her doctorate, her master's, like that was the hardest program because it was so much information that you're learning in such a short amount of time. So it was the most stressful, the most fast-paced, the hardest. So that's why it's different, because my sister had more downtime and more time to work throughout her semesters. I think like the further along she gets, the harder it's getting. But she had more time to work than I'll have just going in on my first semester. So my program is a VM program, so my sister's doing a BSM program. So what they were saying was, because my mom was asking questions, about like working while in the program, because everybody was like, the third year, like, or not third year, level 3 were like saying that they don't work. And even the ones that are like parents and stuff like that. So she was asking like how, like she didn't really, like she needed more in-depth reason as to why it's not really good to work. And my schedule was going to be literally Monday through Friday, and then I will have a clinical on the weekend. Like I only have 2 days to where I won't be in school. And and they say sometimes it's so sporadic, it's really hard to work, and it's just you're learning in 11 months the material that BSN, ADN students learn in 2 or 3 years. So I literally just got back from my orientation, and I'm a little annoyed just because I thought that when I went that I would be signing up for classes, and turns out we weren't signing up for classes. It's like a whole nother time that we have to come to the school and sign up for classes. I didn't get to see Sim Lab, but they were telling us about Sim Lab and how it's like $1 million Sim Lab, and I'm like, why can't we see it? Why are we just sitting here? Like, they were literally talking about policies and what's expected of us. The one thing I did like is that we were able to ask students already in the program, 2nd and 3rd level, what it's going to be like, what to expect. But I just expected more. But then I'm just glad my mom was also able to come and see what it's like, because They made it very clear that this isn't like other programs. Everything is condensed into 11 months. So because it's condensed into 11 months, we don't have the same time to work like other people. Like they were like, every program says not to work and that it's impossible to work, but this one is legit impossible to work, especially full time, unless you're gonna work night shift and literally get no sleep. You won't have time to work in the program. And if I do work, I'll literally only be able to work one shift, because y'all know my job is like 12 hours. So if I did that, I would literally only be able to work like one shift a week. So anyway, I am back home, and now I'm probably just gonna run some errands and go to the gym with my sister. So I'm probably gonna go to the gym with my sister first, and then if I need to go, I need to make a list of what I need from the store, then I'm gonna go to the store. So I don't know, I think I might end this day here, or I might keep vlogging, I'm not sure. But thanks for tuning in and watching. Okay guys, so I am back, and I wanted to talk to you because I got my eyebrows microbladed. So I literally have absolutely nothing on my eyebrows, and you look at it. Yeah. So yeah, got them microbladed, and I'm so happy that I did, because that's one thing I always used to say, like I would just want to leave the house and my eyebrows be done. Like I can care less about all the other stuff. I mean, I love having my lashes too, but other than that, like if my brows are done, like I'm a brows girl, we Gucci. And she did them like amazing. She was so sweet. I went to a place called Liquid Cosmetics here in Houston, and I'll also tag her page below, because if anybody's in Houston, like I 100% guarantee that you should go to her, because when you look on her page, you'll even see like her brows look so good. And so when she did the base strokes, those were really hurting, but when she numbed it the second time, literally when she did everything else, like the filling in and adding extra strokes or shading or whatever, I didn't feel like any of that. I could hear it, because you can hear it like brushing up against my skin, and with my hair you can like hear the sound, but I didn't feel it at all. So it was great. It doesn't hurt as bad as like a tattoo though. Like tattoos definitely hurt worse. I have two. So if you have a tattoo, it's not gonna hurt as bad as a tattoo, but it hurts. It almost feels like somebody just like, I mean, it feels like somebody's scraping a needle against you, but it's more so like somebody's like pulling your eyebrow hair out or something. But overall, I had a really good experience, because my friends were telling me about all these horror stories right before I went in there, so I was thinking like the worst. But I like literally love them. So I have a couple of clips. That I'm gonna insert where she shows me what the needle looks like, which I don't know what I was thinking what the microblading needle was gonna look like, but I didn't think it was gonna look like that. Like it was so tiny, and there's like mini needles, like a bunch of mini needles, and that's how they shade. That's how like you could turn it one way and it does the strokes, and then you could turn another way and then it shades. So I thought that was pretty cool. She like talked me through it. She numbed me 30 minutes before, and then she numbed me again the second time before we went through with the shading and the other strokes. And she did it pretty much exactly how like I want. And like throughout it, like the longest part was finding your shape, because once she has like your shapes outlined, everything else is really simple. So when she first did it, the numbing I think was starting to wear off from when she was shaping. So when she first did the base strokes, it was hurting so bad. So when she did the base strokes, those were really hurting, but when she numbed it the second time, literally when she did everything else, like the filling in and adding extra strokes or shading or whatever, I didn't feel like any of that. I could hear it, because you can hear it like brushing up against my skin, and with my hair you can like hear the sound, but I didn't feel it at all. So it was great. It doesn't hurt as bad as like a tattoo though. Like tattoos definitely hurt worse. I have two. So if you have a tattoo, it's not gonna hurt as bad as a tattoo, but it hurts. It almost feels like somebody just like, I mean, it feels like somebody's scraping a needle against you, but it's more so like somebody's like pulling your eyebrow hair out or something. But overall, I had a really good experience, because my friends were telling me about all these horror stories right before I went in there, so I was thinking like the worst. But I like literally love them, and I thought this would be perfect to get in the summer before I go on vacation, because I'm trying to wear like no makeup but be popping. And then also for nursing school, just like waking up early every single day. Like I want to look presentable, but I'm not trying to do my brows every day. I'm not trying to do my makeup every day. Like, so this just helps me out a ton. More backstory about it. You can't wet your brows for 4 weeks or 6 weeks. 6 weeks. You come in for a touch-up, and then another 2 weeks you can't wet your brows. So pretty much, I think like in total, she said it was like 8 weeks. That's a long time for me to not get my brows wet. So that's the only thing I'm gonna struggle with. But other than that, I'm good. So anyway, guys, I want to say thank you so much for watching the Twin Diaries and tuning in with us and listening to my experience. I mean, if you have like any more questions about anything that I did with the microblading experience, I need to be able to talk. Or my nursing school orientation, just like put it down below in the comment section. DM me, snap me. I'm putting all that in the description box. All right, thanks for watching. Bye.